everybody's heads like, whoa. Alright. So ladies and gentlemen, his name is Alan. Please make some noise for the Cookie Monster giving to you some jokes and stand comedy for yours.
Good evening. I'm the Cookie Monster. I've been coming here quite a few times, so by a show of hands, how many other people have been here before? Oh, quite a few, good. Well, you'll probably appreciate these jokes about hedonism. Now, you've heard of the comedian Jeff Foxworthy. He does those jokes about, you've probably read an egg if, you know, like if you have to move the refrigerator to cut the grass, you're probably read an egg, stuff like that. Well, I come up with these hedoisms, I call them, which are you're probably in hedo if. Now, people want to come back to your room not because they think you're hot, but because you've got hot water, you're probably in hedoism. If you lose your room key and you can't remember your room number, you're probably in hedonism. Now, if you take a 5-minute shower and it takes you 10 minutes to shut the shower off, you're probably in hedonism. If your family and friends think you're staying down the road with sandals and you're not, you're definitely in hedonism. Now, if you put your sex toys and your lubricant in that drawer, one of the drawers next to the bed, and at the one moment you need that, you find the drawer stuck and you can't get it open. Happened to me a few times. Now, if you think the chorus for Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline is "Suck My Cock," you're definitely thinking of it. And if your room, there's an air conditioner in your room, only seems to have 2 temperatures. One which is basically off and you sweat all night, while the other's so cold that penguins are knocking on the door trying to get in. You're probably in hedonism. Now, things are definitely improving. Thanks to Harry and his partners, they're spending a lot of money. We can see it happening already, and we thank them for that. But because they spend all this money, I'm sure it's going to cost us more to come here in the future, and that's okay. So I've taken the precaution of getting a second job as a part-time sex therapist. Now, I didn't know I actually qualified for such a job, but my new wife has employed me as a sex therapist because she says when she wants my fucking advice, she'll ask for it. Now, talking to wise gentlemen, how many times does your wife ask you a question and you feel like you're taking a test that you didn't study for, but you probably should have done? That happens to be a lot. Well, my ex-wife once asked me, what was it that she did in the bedroom that I liked the best? So without thinking, I said, I love it when you do that special thing with your mouth. Where you shut it up and let me go to sleep. And then she'd ask me the rhetorical questions like, you only want sex when you're drunk. No, sometimes I want pizza when I'm drunk. And then one day she caught me installing a strobe light in the bedroom and she said, what are you doing that for? I said, well, now it might look like you're actually moving while we're having sex. And then on one of those rare occasions we were having sex, my cell phone rang and she said, don't answer that. So of course I did. But I thought this was rather clever. I said, I'm sorry I can't talk now. I'm about to go into a big tunnel. Which of course proved to be a lie because the entrance to the tunnel was now closed. And then one day she got out of the shower and she said, look, I've shaved my pussy. You know what that means, don't you? I said, yeah, unfortunately I do. I have to get some more liquid plumber, that rubber plunger, and unblock the drain again. That's the worst though, don't worry. Oh yeah, talking of plumbers, have you heard this new, there's a new service called Tantra Plumbing. You wait all day and nobody comes. It's old. Back to the ex-wife. There was one time we were staying in a hotel, shortly before the divorce actually, and we got in this terrible argument. And she threatened to jump out the window. So I called down to the front desk to tell them what was happening, and the clerk said, I'm terribly sorry, sir, but that's not really our problem. I said, yes it is, the window's stuck, I can't get it open. Well, needless to say, I ended up getting divorced, and I thought I'd better find somebody quick, so I tried it online dating. Has anybody ever tried online dating? Well, eHarmony.com actually turned me down. One of the questions on their application is, what do you most like to see in a woman? Well, of course I said my penis. What else? This is what it was in multiple choice. It had been penis, tongue and earlier. And then I tried picking up girls in bars using different chat lines. I'd buy a girl a drink and say, you remind me of my little toe. And they'd say, oh, because I'm small and cute. No, I'm going to bang you on the coffee table later. Now, it was about this time I discovered that I was a vegetarian, hence the t-shirt. Not a vegetarian, a vegetarian. I love veg. But I discovered that's the part of a woman where the lips move but they don't criticise you. Unless she's a ventriloquist and there's nowhere to hide. I better go hide after that. You've been a great audience. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, show some love for the Cookie Monster. I want to say something because I think he should change his name to Geico. He sounds like the advertisement. 15 minutes more, we spend you 50% of your recording shows. I think that's approved. But ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Cookie Monster one time. Good job, Adam. Now, we're keeping the ball rolling. We're jumping back into the entertainment team. As I said earlier, we're talented, versatile, energetic, and